This is the second in the Geek Prayers sequence. This is going to bore you to tears. Geek Prayer number 9 is for the what we call in the trade the digital Swiss Army knife. This is the piece of hardware that will just about do fucking anything. Are you ready? Here we go. Prayers for Geeks number 9. I want a digital Swiss Army knife. It's got to have a 2 terabyte USB flash memory, and it's got to have a wiki tarball of everything. It's got to have an LCD video projector, and it's got to have gigabyte wireless Ethernet. It's got to have CB, shortwave, FM and AM radio. It's got to have a cellular phone. It's got to be paging, MP3 player. It's got to have digistill and video camera. It's got to be a microscope, a telescope with a direct connection to the Hubble. It's got to be a microwave for cooking my noodles. It must have a dictaphone, a microphone and an answer phone. It should be a swipe card reader and a magnetic strip and barcode reader as well. It should have GPS and emergency locator beacons when I'm lost in the bush. It should have a universal TV/car alarm/door opener remote. Should have a torch, a mirror, cigarette lighter, a can and a bottle opener. Should have a toothpick and a laser pointer and a plasma cutter. And Lord, just to get back to the Lord, this device is no bigger than your bog standard iPhone, and it has no cables coming off it in any direction. And Lord, this thing it's got a black gunmetal titanium case which can both be solar charged or leach its own electricity out of the static charged cosmos fog that it sits around in all the time. And the digital Swiss Army knife, it must seek its own video devices nearby to use, or maybe it's got a head-up display for a cool pair of geek glasses which can give you as much or as little digi-glitch information as you require. And Lord, can I type and play on a keyboard with a pressure-sensitive holographic pad, and I want to be able to speak to it and tell it what to do. And Lord, this device needs to be in an electronic encrypted wallet. It needs to emulate every synthesizer and game console and computer and operating system ever. It must be an interweb and real-time streaming metadata server. It must be an alarm clock. It must be a barometer. It must be a kick-ass drum machine, and it must have built-in, please, a 64-track recording studio. Lord, this is the most important part. This device must be able to suck data from everywhere around it like a vacuum cleaner. I'll repeat that. This device should be able to suck in data from everywhere around it like a vacuum cleaner. And then it should be able to open every file type known to man or yet to be invented. And this device must be at least, it must work for at least 35 years. It must always be updating itself for free. And this device, oh please, this device should always be working as well after 35 years as what it was when it first rolled out of the factory. Full stop. Amen. End of poem. We're going to take a short break again, and